fears teachers have about sharing progress monitoring data with families. Fear number 2. The fear of the parents not understanding progress monitoring graphs, or that they might misinterpret the graphs. This myth, needs to go. It doesn't, when we shine the light of day on it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Parents can understand graphs just like the rest of us. We might need to take some time to walk them through it. So let's show them the graph. Like, let's just take a couple minutes. I find that I can show them the graph in like 2 minutes at the beginning of the year, and they understand it then for the rest of the year. So it's a time invested. So at the beginning, I show them their baseline. This is what is the child's reading is at right now, and then I show them the goal. And then I show them I have drawn a straight line from where they are right now to the goal. Like, I know that's super complex, but parents can figure this out. And the reason for that goal is it's the aim line, and it helps us see whether the work that we're doing is going to help the child make the goal or not by the end of the year. And then as you share the progress monitoring data with them, they can very quickly see, is my kiddo going to meet the goal likely or not? Now, when I make this chart, this is not from any fancy software. This is just an Excel chart. When I make this chart, usually I make the actual progress monitoring data line quite a lot paler than this one, just so that the eye is really drawn to the average line, because as we do need to explain to parents, this line here has a lot of shift in it, and that's okay. That's normal. There's good days and there's bad days, and that's how we all live. The one we want to look at is this average line, and when we see this average line averaging above or on track with the aim line, we know the kiddo is going to make their goal either on or ahead of schedule. So most parents, with the colors, like these graphs and this universal screening system and the progress monitoring, it's not that hard to interpret. If it was, we'd all need a master's degree or a PhD in order to be able to do it. It's level A. These are level A assessments. They are defined as low interpretation. Parents can understand this with very little instruction. I do think it's a good idea to give them some instruction, but with a little bit of instruction, they can understand it. And every single time I've shared a progress monitoring graph with a parent, the response has been the same. Thank you. This gives me clarity. And honestly, it takes me less than a minute to explain. That's time well spent for building trust and partnerships between schools and parents. If compiling, analyzing, or sharing progress monitoring data feels overwhelming, you are not alone, and I'm here to help. If you're ready to master progress monitoring and use data to accelerate your students' learning, check out my database intervention learning cohort. Starting in January, there are just a few spaces left. The link is, of course, in the bio.